Most gardeners are about to lose 4 entire months of growing time, and they don't even know it yet. While everyone's planning for spring, there's a secret window happening right now that could be worth over 500 books and harvests by summer. Here's the thing nobody tells you. January isn't the dead zone of gardening. It's actually when the smartest growers make their moves. And if you wait just 2 more weeks, you'll be kicking yourself in April when your neighbor's already harvesting and you're still planting seeds. Let's talk about microgreens first, because this is where things get wild. These little powerhouses are ready to eat in 7 to 14 days. Yeah, you read that right. 2 weeks from seed to salad. You don't need a backyard, a greenhouse, or even decent weather. A sunny windowsill and a shallow tray are all it takes. But here's what blew my mind. Microgreens sell for $25 to $50 per pound at farmers markets. You could grow them on your kitchen counter and harvest multiple times from the same tray. While January snow piles up outside, you're already eating fresh greens that cost pennies to grow. The transformation from seed to food happens so fast it feels almost unreal. But if you want something that keeps producing for months instead of days, keep watching. Arugula is the crop that refuses to quit. Plant it once, and you'll be harvesting for the next several months straight. It's ready in just 25 days, but unlike microgreens, each plant gives you multiple cuttings. Snip the leaves, and boom, they grow right back. Here's the controversial part most people don't know. That store-bought arugula you've been eating, it's often treated with chemicals to extend shelf life and prevent wilting during transport. When you grow your own in January, you're getting the real deal. Peppery, fresh, and completely clean. Plus, arugula grows in both scorching heat and near freezing temps. It's basically indestructible. And speaking of greens that laugh in the face of winter weather, spinach and Swiss chard are absolute beasts. If you're in zones 8 through 10, you can plant these babies directly in the ground this month. Everyone else, start them in containers and watch them thrive. Spinach gives you tender baby leaves in just 28 to 39 days, and Swiss chard produces those gorgeous rainbow-colored stems worth 4 to 6 bucks per bunch at the grocery store. Both of these handle frost like it's nothing. I've seen chard survive temperatures that would devastate tomatoes. The secret is getting them established now while the ground is still workable. Wait until March and you've already missed the sweet spot. Now here's where most beginners completely mess this up. They plant radishes in April thinking they're doing it right. Wrong. Radishes are the fastest root crop on the planet, 25 to 45 days from seed to your plate. But they need cool weather to develop properly. Plant them too late, and they turn woody and bitter. But start them in January, you'll be crunching into perfect, crisp radishes while everyone else is still waiting for spring to arrive. The genius move is planting different varieties every 2 weeks. That way, you get continuous harvests instead of 50 radishes all at once that you can't possibly eat. You can even tuck them between slower growing crops since they're done so fast. But radishes are just scratching the surface of what root crops can do for you. Carrots seem intimidating, but baby varieties change everything. When you start them in January, you get sweet little baby carrots in just 30 to 40 days. The Paris market variety grows to only 4 centimeters, but packs insane sweetness. Here's a trick that'll save you frustration. Use empty toilet paper rolls as biodegradable planting modules. Cut them into sections, fill with soil, plant 2 to 3 seeds per section, and transplant the whole thing when ready. No root disturbance, no transplant shock. Your carrots grow straight and perfect. The change from trying to direct sow tiny carrot seeds to using this method is honestly game-changing. If you're serious about actual productivity, though, this next one is non-negotiable. Lettuce has been completely revolutionized, and most gardeners are still using outdated methods. Forget those old iceberg varieties. Multi-cut lettuce changes the entire game. These new breeding lines yield 40% more than traditional types because you could harvest them 4 to 6 times in warm climates. Cut the leaves about an inch above the crown and they regrow. Plant them now and you'll have March through April harvests when lettuce prices at stores are sky high. Do the math. A family spending $6 per week on salad greens is dropping over $300 yearly. Growing your own from January started seeds? Maybe $15 total. That's a 2,000% return on investment. But lettuce profits are nothing compared to what comes next. Pole beans must be started indoors this month if you want early summer harvests. This is critical timing that separates struggling gardeners from successful ones. Each plant produces 20 plus pods continuously throughout the season. The vertical growth means you can grow them in tiny spaces. Just give them something to climb. Varieties like Provider are ready in 52 days from transplant. Picture this. While your neighbors are buying $3 a pound green beans at the store in June, you're harvesting armfuls from plants that cost 50 cents each to start. The transformation from a tiny January seedling to a massive fruit-loaded plant is honestly magical. Now for the crops that literally pay for your entire garden. Tomatoes, started indoors in January, are the difference between harvest success and total failure. This is where beginners lose the game before it even starts. Tomatoes need 8 to 12 weeks indoors before transplanting, which means January is absolutely perfect for most of the country. Miss this window and you're buying transplants at inflated prices or waiting until July for your first ripe tomato. Cherry varieties like Sun Gold produce 8 to 10 pounds per plant over the season. At $4 to $5 per pint in stores, that's $60 to $80 worth of tomatoes from a single plant. The transformation from a tiny January seedling to a massive fruit-loaded plant is honestly magical. Now for the crops that literally pay for your entire garden. Garlic planted in January is your last chance to salvage what you missed in fall. Most guides tell you to plant garlic in October, but spring planting still works. You just get slightly smaller bulbs. Here's why it matters. Garlic sells for $6 to $8 per pound, and each bulb you plant becomes 10 cloves that become 10 new bulbs. That's exponential multiplication. Plus, it stores for 6 to 12 months, meaning you literally never have to buy garlic again. The difference between buying garlic weekly at the store versus pulling fresh bulbs from your garden is night and day. You taste it immediately. The store stuff doesn't even compare. And the number one most productive crop you absolutely must start this month? Peppers, started indoors in January, will make you money all summer long. Bell peppers alone produce 30 plus fruits per plant over the season. Each plant delivers $50 to $75 worth of produce if you're buying organic store equivalents. Disease-resistant hybrids, like California Wonder, handle stress better and produce consistently. Here's the twist nobody tells you. Pepper plants are actually perennials in warm climates. Keep them alive through winter, and the second year production doubles. That one plant you start from a seed this month could feed you for 2 years straight. The single crop pays for your entire seed investment and then some. So here's what just happened. We walked through 10 crops that together could generate $500 to $800 in harvests if you start them right now. Every single day you wait in January is a harvest you're losing. These aren't difficult plants. They're the opposite. They're specifically chosen because they deliver maximum results with minimum experience. Think about the transformation. Right now, you're watching this video, maybe doubting whether it's worth it, but 6 months from now, you could be walking into your backyard cutting fresh produce while your neighbors are complaining about grocery prices. That change happens because of what you do in January. If you're planting anything from this list this month, smash that like button so I know you're taking action. Drop a comment telling me which crop you're most excited to try. I read every single one and I'll answer your questions. And here's the thing. Next week, I'm dropping a video you don't want to miss, so hit subscribe. January isn't the dead of winter for gardeners. It's the secret weapon that separates the people who talk about gardening from the people who actually harvest results. The clock's ticking. Your future self is either going to thank you or wonder why you waited.